Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. Pretty excited. It's our first ever parts.cat.com or PCC webinar that's customer facing. So you'll be in the room here with a few other customers, hence the disclaimer on the next slide here. After that, I'll go through a brief safety talk and the agenda, and then we'll get to the meat of the webinar where you'll learn from our subject matter expert at Toromont, our SME, Annie Chartier. All right, we'll move to the next one here. So just going to read through this quickly. And again, because we have multiple customers in the room, we'll just go through this one. This presentation and the information contained herein are provided without a prejudice basis and does not constitute, nor should it be construed as to constitute legal advice or a guarantee, offer, representation, or warranty on behalf of Toromont. The presentation members will be offering suggestions to several possible customer scenarios. The answers given by the presentation members should be used as a guide. Please do not discuss any confidential information that Toromont may have shared with your team in the past. This presentation is being recorded and will be shared after the meeting. And there is a chat and Q&A function. Feel free to message in there, and we kind of stop presentation throughout and answer any questions. I'll be monitoring that after I hand over to Annie here in a minute. Safety talk. So it looks like everybody's kind of sitting around a desk or in a room right now. So that's great. Make sure you're in a safe location for the meeting. Again, simple safety talk today. Know your surroundings, know your nearest emergency exits. And obviously stay hydrated throughout the day. We're getting close to summer here, which I think we're all ready for. I know I am, at least. So I'm sure the rest of us are too. Be present, conduct business the right way, and then obviously cybersecurity as well. Our presenters today, so we have Annie. She is our e-commerce specialist for Toromont Cat. She's our expert on PCC or parts.cat.com. And she'll be walking us through all the tips and tricks for parts.cat.com and a couple suggestions on best use cases, how to use it properly. I know every time that Annie does this with one of my customers or internally, I always learn something new. So even if you've been through one of these before or use parts.cat.com regularly, I hope you come out with something new. I know I do. And then myself, Ross Krieger, I'm the Channel Development Manager for Toromont Cat. I'm focused on developing relationships with OEM distributors for cat-powered equipment. And again, this webinar will be mainly focused on industrial engines, but if you are buying any cat part for different machines or any other reason, the process is all very similar and relevant as well, so don't worry. And again, I'm simply the host for this event. Annie's our expert. If you have any questions or feedback after the webinar about PCC or anything else industrial engine, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. And at the end there, I'll have my contact information up. Annie, I will... Oh, sorry, not quite yet. I have the schedule here quickly. So again, we'll just go through login, account information, how to add your equipment, search parts properly, save parts lists, shopping preferences, quoting, order history, and order status, and then core tracking, and then the help center, and then the new Cat AI assistant as well. And Annie, I will flip it over to you for you to share your screen and walk through a little bit.
Perfect. Thank you, Ross, for this introduction. Confirm that you see my screen presently.
Looks great.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's presentation. So as Ross mentioned, my name is Annie Chartier. I'm the e-commerce specialist for Toromont. I've been working for the company for 21 years. been in different roles in operations, but since 2013 in the digital group. So I'll be talking to you about parts.cat.com. What is parts.cat.com? It's the website from Caterpillar to order parts online, where you order parts to your local dealer, in this case with Tormont. So some of the benefits of using parts.cat.com is you can look at real-time price and availability from your local dealer and your specific pricing. So you'll have a username linked to your Tormont account number, and you will be seeing online specifically your price, the same price as if you would call in the branch and ask for a price for a part. So it's an easy and fast way to search for parts. You can view your order history, track your orders, have access to operation and maintenance manual. So again, it's 24/7. So sometimes if at night you need to look at some parts, the local dealer is closed, you can log into parts.cat.com and view your parts availability. There's also a fitment check when you search with your equipment serial number. So you have the confidence that you have selected the right part. So just look out for the green check mark on the site. So the way we're going to do it today is really a demonstration. So going directly on the site and show you how to navigate, a couple of tips on to make your experience faster and easier. So this is the page. So any so you can access the website parts.cat.com. Just type this in Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. When you get on that page, you're going to have a username. So eventually at the end of the presentation, if you want information on how to be set up, Ross is going to provide his contact information. So once you have your user information, so you get on the site, you will sign in, enter your credentials. Okay, so a username and password that you would have set up already. And you're going to see when you're fully registered, your username will be linked to your Tormont account number. So now you see the dealer information, so Tormont, the account name and number, and you're going to have your default Tormont store there, but also you've got the list of all our location that we can select from also. So you can continue from there, and to make sure you are actually logged in, so you're going to have your name on top of the screen and under your account number. So this is the homepage when we do log into parts.cat.com. There are different ways to look up for parts on the site. I'm going to show you one of it, which is to look up for parts by equipment serial number. So there's my equipment section here. So you can access from here. If under your account number we have in our database some equipment, you will already see the equipment populated in here, but you have ability also to add equipment if one is not there. So you could click on the button here, add equipment, and you can enter the serial number. So I had one. Serial number, just to mention, you're probably used to it, but it's the last 8 character of the huge serial number from CAT. So last 8 from the right, and CAT is going to recognize the model. And once you have this, you could also enter a unit ID if you have specific unit number for your equipment, so you can enter them in here. And when you search for equipment, you could search with your unit ID. So I'm just going to add this equipment here. So this one is going to be added to my list, and it's going to be there for next time I do go on the site and search for my equipment. So I'm going to select one. If we wanted to start to look up for parts with that engine serial number, let's say. So we have a view dashboard where you can, okay, so shop for parts for that equipment. You have access to parts diagram. You can request service also from parts.cat.com. You have the maintenance and repair information if available. You're going to have your branch, so the branch that you selected at the beginning, so your branch location on a map and the contact information. Different ways to shop. So now I'm under a specific equipment, and I have those categories I could shop for. I'm going to show it in a bit. You've got the parts diagram, maintenance and repair, like I mentioned earlier. We're going to talk about saved lists later, the operation and maintenance manual. So all this information, you have a dashboard per equipment. So let's say I would like to find some filters for my engine. So I'm already on this equipment, and when I hit the filters and fluids category, the results will be narrowed down to only the parts for that specific equipment serial number I have selected. To have more information, so you see the price are going to be available for each item. To have more information, so you can click on the part, and that will open the whole product detail page, so you can see multiple information for that specific part. So we've got the price here. I talked earlier about that green check. So we've got that factory green check mentioning it's really that part is going to fit my engine serial number. So that's a confirmation you get to make sure you order the right part. You've got the availability. So you see in stock, one in stock. So it's in stock at my order in branch. If it would not be in stock there, we have like logistics behind the scene where it's going to pull up from one of our other branch. So you could see it's going to come from our Concord branch in 1 or 2 days. So depending on the availability, you could see different messages. So this part right now is in stock. Related repairs. So if you want to look at to perform a maintenance, you can find the information here. There's always also a section for frequently bought together. So kind of like when I think we probably all shop sometimes on Amazon. So that's the kind of thing you would see on Amazon. Same thing here. So usually when somebody buys this part, they frequently buy those other parts. So you could add this one specifically or add the whole frequently bought together part at once, add all to cart here. Then you've got the diagram really for that part, the price again, the description, the specifications, and also the compatible machine models. So that filter is fitting on. So now I'm gonna just add this part to my cart. So you see there's a little icon of a cart on the top right of the screen. So it added one item. Other ways we can look up for parts. So it would be to enter a keyword in the search field here. So on the top of the screen in the middle, you can see on the left that I have all still the same equipment selected. So the search I'm going to do is going to also be the results for that specific equipment. So let's try to find an alternator. So we will see on screen They could be multiple options because you see this one is 24 volt, 150 amp, but look for that green check here. So this one would be the alternator for that specific serial number. So you can also, again, open the product detail page. In the case of like an alternator here, if there's a reman option available, you would see it also below. So you've got the brand new one, but you can see that there's a reman option you could buy instead. So you see it here, frequently bought together. Again, it's the same, and you're still on the full product detail page with the diagram of this alternator. On the right side, you're going to see the different parts. And if I click, let's say, this bolt here, number 1, I'm just going to click the 1. So I'm going to see where it's at on the graph on the left. And you can see also every part you see the pricing and the availability. So for this one, this bolt, you see the price, and you see that 4 are in stock at the branch. So all this information is available here. I just want to go to the bottom also. Yeah, so at the bottom also, you're going to see the reman option. So I'll add the reman one to my cart. So you can see my cart just added up a number of parts. Sometimes you may already know the part numbers you want to order. So instead of looking up every part in the search field, because you can search for part numbers as well, there's the option to use the cart or the quick order. So quick order section here and the cart, it brings you to the same page. So this is more when you already know your part numbers. So you can manually go in the quick order and type in the part number here and add to cart. Then when you add to cart, that's where it's going to look up for the price and availability. You can also, so maybe you do have a list of parts already built from your system and you don't want to add those parts one by one. You can import a file. So with a list of parts directly into parts.cat.com. The important thing is to have the correct format. So it can either be an Excel or a CSV file. And the format is pretty simple. So I have a little example here. The only thing you need to have in column A, the quantities, and in column B, the part numbers. So multiple ways again. So you can type in manually like I just did. You can import a file. So import a file, browse to your computer just to go open that file. You can also have do the drag and drop. So take your file and just drop it here, or the copy and paste option. So let's see, I'm going to go in my Excel here. I'm just going to select all the lines. I'm just doing copy. And if I go here in the quantity field and I do paste, so you see all my part numbers have been added. So all different ways to import a list that you might already have for parts. So when you have populated your quick order section, you can add to cart. That's where it's coming. So now it does the check into our Tormont system to pick up the price and availability. In some cases, so here we have a reman, but a Caterpillar reman, but we also have an option, a Toromont reman option. So when there is some options available other than, let's say in this case, the cat reman, you're going to see a notification and can select the other option instead if you want. So now I'm going to pick the Tormont exchange. You also see the price and availability in that screen as well. I will just hit continue. Same thing. So sometimes there are a change in part numbers or a part that's been replaced by another part number. When it's the case, instead of giving you a message that the part number is invalid, it's going to give you a notification on screen when you add the parts to your cart. So in my list, I had this part number. It's just saying this part is no longer available. It's been replaced by this one. There's no action to take on your end. It's only a notification, so you know that this part has been replaced. So you can just hit continue. And then all the parts will be added into our cart. And for the ones that were replaced, you're still going to see like a line item notes saying that part has been replaced by this one. So at least you know that at the beginning, I didn't order that part 2182482, but I had this one on file and it's been replaced by the other one. So once you have all the items in your cart, so you can view really the full pricing and availability. Here we all have everything mostly in stock. When it's a reman, you're going to see like two numbers, two amounts. So the total for this one would be 2,296, which is really the real price would be $1,093 plus the core deposit. So up front, you're going to pay that 2,296, but once you return your core, you're going to be credited for the amount of the core you see here. Okay. There is a possibility, like if you're frequently ordering the same list of filters, let's say, you can save that list so you don't have to enter it over and over again. So once you have some parts in your cart here, you're going to see on the top right of the cart, you have a save cart button. So you can save and create a new list. You're just going to need to name that list, an easy way for you to retrieve it and know exactly what this list is for. So let's say we just put filters March 26. There's a toggle here to make that list public. Public just means that you can have from your company multiple users so every person should have a unique user ID to connect, but there could be multiple users linked to the same Tormon account. So by making it public, your list, the other users linked to your Tormon account will be able to access that saved list also. So here I'm going to make it public and just create and save. So now that list has been saved, and every time I'm going to log back into my account, I can go back and see my saved list. So the way to retrieve the list would be to hit click on my name on top of the screen here, and you're going to see a menu appear on the right side of the screen, and there's a saved list section here. So I'm going to go to retrieve that list. So you see filters March 26 with 9 items has been added. So I can retrieve it anytime, or if my colleague logs into with his username, he can go in the save list the same way, and the list will be available for that person too. If it's not, sometimes there might be if you click manage view here, just make sure that that check box is not checked. So because by default it could show only your list from your login. So if I uncheck that, and update, I'm going to see additional options here, additional lists that have been done by another user than myself. You can see that some lists have equipment linked to it. So if you would like to have a list that is really specific to your equipment, you can go on that list. So I'm going to click the list name here to open it up, and I'm going to see all the items. And you can select select an equipment here. So let's see. I'm going to select my equipment. Perfect. So now it's been added. And if I go back to my saved list, I'm going to see that now this equipment is really associated to my list. When we retrieve the list, there's the actions button here. You can just, from the list, add to the quick order section. So I'm going to just go back to the cart. And I'm going to just delete all the items. So once in your cart, just to mention, you can change the quantities directly here, remove one item at a time, or you have the remove all items at the top right here if you want to just remove everything from your cart. Another way to save a couple of clicks here and there when you actually go and do the steps to place an order is to visit the shopping preference section. So again, clicking on your name, you're going to have a menu shopping preference here. And there are some settings you can set by default. So you can enter your branch by default that you want to have every time you log in. You can enter your home page. So when you log in on parts.cat.com, I could select the shopping cart to be my home page. So there are a couple of items here that you can select from, but the most useful ones would be the pickup and delivery information. So you can set this in your preferences. So every time you place an order, it will be populated with the default options that you have saved in here. So either pickup or delivery. So I have pickup instructions here. If I want to have special instructions I want to enter in my order. So I can put this in here. The payment information as well. So there are multiple payment methods that can be used on parts.cat.com. Dealer credit, which is to have the order charged to your account number. But there's also, so for the ones that do have a CAT commercial card, you can enter your CAT commercial as a payment method. There's a credit card also you can order, and CAT credits that could be input here. So once you put your default options, just make sure to save preferences here. And now we're going to do an actual order. So go in the cart and do the steps when we check out until we place the order. So now I've deleted all my cart, but I just wanted to show again that you can add items from a saved list as well. So we saw earlier we could import a list of parts that we already have on the side, but you can also select one of your saved lists to add some parts. So I'm going to select one here, add the parts, add to cart. So once I have my cart back up and I'm ready to proceed with my order, so we're just going to use the proceed to checkout button here. Now we're going to be in the pickup and delivery section. the options I have entered, like the pickup by default, next day pickup, are already populated here. So I can just look again to my orders and continue to payment and summary. So this is the last step before we actually go ahead and place the order. So payment and summary page, you're going to see all the information from your order. This is where you could enter your PO number. It's going to be on the order number when it's created with Tormont. Also, I want to talk about the promo codes. So when we have active promotions and you do get a promo code, this is where you would put your promo code here. So I'm going to just enter one that we have right now. So you enter the promo code, apply code. Then it's gonna, when you see it green below, it means it took the code. And you can see discount line that's been added here. So we see that we have a discount of $10. That promo code was specific to filters, so it was 15% off on filters. So it really just triggered the 15% on the filter. So not on the other parts, the filter that's here, which gives us our $10 rebate. If, let's say, I'm not ready to order, but I would like to have a quote first and maybe come back this afternoon with a PO, or have someone approve this, or provide me with a PO number, you could create a quote before actually placing the order. So there's the create quote option here. So let me hit that. So we're going to see, so now it's really creating the quote directly into Tormont's system. So you're going to get a quote confirmation with a quote number. So now this quote is going to be valid for 30 days. It's always 30 days, and it sits in the Tormont system. So that is a way to maybe if you have done everything, you've checked out, but you're not really ready to place the order right now, you could just create the quote and come back to that quote later in the day or the next day. How to get back to that quote? So again, clicking on my name, you have in the menus on the right the quote section here. And we're going to see the quotes that have been done and are pending into our account, and the expiration date. So I did one earlier this morning. So we're going to see that it's going to expire in a month. If you want to go back to that quote and actually place the order, so you're going to select your quote. Just click on the quote number, which will open up the quote detail page. So you're going to be able to view again all the information, your parts, price, availability, and you have the PO field there to enter. So I could just enter my PO and now place the order. Okay, so I'm going to go and continue. So now I've transformed that quote and place an actual order. So now I've got my order confirmation on screen, but I'm also going to get an email order confirmation as well. So this is done already in Tormont's system. It's in the warehouse, ready to be picked up. Okay. So that was the quote and order. So you can create a quote, then go back to that quote and place the order. I could have directly from the cart, just don't do the quote portion and just place the order automatically right at the beginning. It would have been the same behavior. I would have seen the order confirmation here and with my order number. So if I need any information, I can call my parts counter and provide that number here. You've got also access to order history in parts.cat.com. So I can click on my name here, order history, and we're going to see all, like in the past 2 years, so it's always 2 years, all the orders that were done on parts.cat.com with also an order status. So now it's only a test account that I have, so the orders has not been actually fulfilled. But usually you would see if an order has been shipped or ready for pickup, and there's also email notifications sent to the user that placed the order when there's an order status change. So let's say the order I just placed later this afternoon or tomorrow, it is ready for pickup. This order status will change, and I would receive an order status email notification telling me that my order is ready to be picked up. One of the things is also that in order history, you have access to all orders placed under the Tormon account number that you are linked to. But by default, here you've got that toggle that it's going to show only your orders from your user. But if you disable that toggle and redo the search, you could see all the orders if some have been done by a colleague of yours. So just make sure if you don't, there should be an order there, but it's not. Maybe it's that toggle that you need to disable, not to show only your order. Okay, there's also on parsacat.com a possibility to activate a functionality called customer authority. So let me just go back to, oops. It's called Customer Authority Management, where we can activate the account for it, like the Tormon account, and then the users, different users under the account will have different roles. So we can set people as submitters only, so they could view, search for the parts, view the parts, do the process to place an order, but they could have ordering limit. So it would need an approval from someone that's been appointed as an approver before it goes to Tormont. So just to make it clearer, here's the order flow when we do activate this functionality. So let's say a submitter that has been set with $0 ordering limit is creating an order and going through the process, placing the order. Since that person is set with $0, so it would be over his ordering limit, it's going to go to an approver under the same account. So the person who's appointed as an approver would receive an email notification saying that Joe created an order and it needs approval. So this person can log into parts.cat.com and review the orders to approve, put the PO number, and approve or reject, depending if they really approve that order or not. So once it's been approved, so once and only it's been approved, then it's going to be sent to Tormont. So before that, it stays within parts.cat.com and within the users, so submitter, approver. And once it's approved, only then there's going to be an order confirmation number. So it's just, you don't have to understand the whole functionality. If there's a need for that, we can do some sessions to explain, but it's just the awareness to know that this is available if this is a need for your company, because you don't see that unless we have activated it on our end. So what it does look like when we activate it. So my account right now is an administrator with that functionality, which gives me additional access, an additional menu, organizations and users. So it becomes that person as an administrator to review all the other users under your account access. So you're going to see the different roles, the ordering limit, and for each user that you're going to have under your account, you can just take action, view the details of that user, and you could change his role and ordering limit. So you can see here for each user, I could set this person as an approver, or I can say no limit, or let's put $1,000 limit. So everything under that, it's going to go automatically and order will be placed. Above that, it will require approval. And for the approvers, they're going to have also an additional menu, which is orders to approve. So it's just for awareness. If you have more questions about it, we can present that functionality aside, but because you're not going to see it if it's not enabled. So all orders that needs approval will be standing in that orders to approve section here. So, and what it does for the approver, you can just open up the details and put some comments, approve or reject. So that is the customer authority functionality. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the core tracking. So I'm going to hit the control center. Control center is the page you can customize to see what you want to see in one page. So you can see like the recently viewed, if I have parts in my cart presently, which equipment I've selected, my orders, recent orders, quotes, orders to approve. Like it's more to have all this information in one page, the saved list as well. And you can customize this and put an item on top, the thing you want to see the most in one page. But the one I wanted to talk to you about is the core tracking. So with the core tracking, so you're going to have a list. Now it's my test account, but you're going to have a list of all the cores that you need to return. So you can manage your core returns and make sure to get the credit back. Since I don't have any information, I just took a screenshot of what you would see in the core tracking section if you do have orders that you've done with Reman parts. So you can track your total of core credits you could get if you return all the cores. You're going to see all the part numbers. You're going to see the order number it's related to. And also as the customer, you would see your purchase order number also in that screen. All this information you see on the top right of the screen, you would have an export button. So you could export all that information in Excel and just make sure that the cores are being returned in time so you can get all your core credits back. So core tracking is a good functionality. And just want to mention, it's not only for parts that have been ordered through this site, it will be for any parts, even if you've bought them at the counter. So if you've bought a Reman at the counter, you would see the information in the core tracking section. Okay, so I think I went through some of the functionalities, how to look up for parts. If you want deeper like training sessions, you can contact Ross. What we're gonna see also is the help center. So you're gonna have online the help center with a lot of information also if you do have some questions. So always like the FAQs is there. There's a live chat. So if you have a question or an issue on the site, you have access to a live chat 24/7. It's available French and English, if just so you're aware. Tutorial videos, there's a phone number you can call for support or submit a support request directly from here. So the help center, it's always there on the top right. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, because it's quite new, this has been launched in beginning of March. It's the AI assistant that Caterpillar has launched across all digital tools. So whether it's parts.cat.com, if you're using VisionLink, so there's a cat assistant, Cat AI assistant. So see that logo here at the bottom right? So it's an AI assistant, and it's the same for all across all cat digital tools. So it's not one for only parsacat.com, another one for VisionLink. It's the same database used for all cat digital tools. So just look for that logo and you can try to have a lot of information from the Cat AI assistant. It's quite new. I think it's of course, the more usage there is, the more information and maybe enhancement there'll be, but it's still a pretty good tool also if one of your questions you cannot find in the help center, or just know that it's there, you can use the Cat AI assistant. So I think we've done most of the functionalities, some quick tips on how to use parts.cat.com, how to navigate with your equipment, the quick order to manually or import a list of parts. Saving the list is a functionality that is used and appreciated a lot by our customers. And yeah, the order tracking, order history. So you can see also all the available menus. I haven't gone through all of them, but you could change your personal information from this page. We've saw the order history, orders to approve, notification preferences. So you can go and select or unselect some type of notification from there if you want or don't want them. There's also an address book, so you could create like shipping addresses into this address book. So if you have parts shipped to different address, so you can have a drop-down list and select the correct address when you are actually placing an order. So I think, Ross, I've made the overview for the main options. Are there any questions, comments?
I didn't see any in the chat there. And again, if anybody has any other questions or comments, feel free to reach out to myself or Annie. We're always available to help support, especially when it comes to PCC. Okay, I'm just going to go through one more slide at the end here. And you might have noticed at the top of Annie's screen there on PCC, you see this blue ribbon coming across, and it kind of had all the different parts promotions that's going on right now. So I'm just going to touch on them. Actually, a couple of them started today, so it's very good timing, and you'll get kind of a sneak peek into what's happening. And again, we have a few here, so I'll just go through a welcome promotion. This is for first time orders on PCC. So if you haven't ordered before through Toromont or through PCC, then this is kind of the first code that you can use. PCC 26 gives you 15% discount. And then for your second order, we have Encore 20, and this gives you a 20% discount. And then we have the consumable promotion. That's the one that Annie actually used during the presentation there. That's PCC OFGC 15. That one's multi-use, so you can use it more than one time throughout March and April. And that one's 15% off oil, filters, and coolant. And then you have Yellow Days, which is just started today, actually. So Look at that, great timing by us, definitely not on purpose. Which is YD26FIL, and these are both multi-use as well. So the filter one is 25% discount on filters, and again, you can use that as many times as you want in that 2-week period. And then we have YD26LUB. It's also multi-use, and that's a 15% discount on lubricants. And then just a disclaimer at the bottom. Promo codes cannot be stacked with customers' automatic discounts or other promo codes. Customers are not eligible to use the promo codes if they already have an automatic discount that is equal to or greater than the promotional offer. And then finally, we have our next webinar topic that'll be in June. That one will be on connectivity and vision links. So it'll be focused on our product link devices and one of our online digital tools, Vision Link, and where you can see all of your equipment, your fleet. And then it's also where SOS oil samples will be from now on, actually. So should be good timing for that one as well. And again, any other questions or information, feel free to reach out to myself. Again, we'll send these slides out after. If you don't already have my email or phone number, feel free to reach out whenever you want. And again, thank you very much. I guess that's the end of it. Thank you for
Thank you,
attending.
everyone. Thanks.